just another episode. Get your popcorn ready. We let the chopper explode. Hold the trigger finger steady. We gon' handle our business.
Yeah, welcome to another episode of Welcome to the Crib. I'm your host, Triple Beam, and today I'm diving into the world of college football and shining the spotlight on the talented players from our hometown, Philadelphia, Mississippi. Yes, folks, I'm going to be taking a closer look at these athletes that came from our town and explore their journey to the big leagues, to the collegiate level, to the JUCO level, and I'll also be talking to some of our high school athletes here that's still playing high school here in the area. And today I'm going to be diving into our topic, and the first athlete that I'm going to be covering is a bona fide high school star from Philadelphia, Mississippi, the Philadelphia Tornadoes, Tulu Griffin. Yes, make some noise for Tulu, everybody. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today to cover the careers of exceptional athletes from our hometown, Philadelphia, Mississippi. And we know that this is a town known for producing some incredible talent. And Tulu Griffin is definitely a name that stands out. Before we get into Tulu's story, we gotta obviously talk about the obvious, which is the incredible loss that shook Mississippi State football and the whole college football community as a whole. Coach Mike Leach, the esteemed coach of the Mississippi State Bulldogs, tragically passed away last year, leaving a void that will be felt not only by the Bulldogs, but by the entire football community. As we discuss Tulu Griffin's upcoming season, it's important to recognize the impact that Coach Mike Leach's untimely death may have had on the program. So I want to stop right there and talk to you guys a little bit about, obviously Coach Mike Leach passed away tragically and suddenly before the season was over last year, and they had the interim coach to step up and finish out the season. Obviously ESPN, they did a great tribute to Coach Leach and, his impact on college football, his football knowledge that, he created the air raid system, and, and he had so many of the colleagues spoke so well of Coach Mike Leach, and obviously that was a great loss. So our heart goes out to his family and to all the people that was close to Coach Leach, and the team had to move on under those circumstances, which I think they did a great job of doing. But obviously that was a big void there in the program, and they had to move forward. Got the coach, the interim coach now. He's the head coach there at Mississippi State. So what does that mean for Tulu coming up this upcoming season? Let's just talk about last season. Obviously, we're talking about Philadelphia, Mississippi, a place where dreams are nurtured, and Tulu embodies that spirit. Last year, he showcased his skills on the field, accumulating 40 catches, 500 yards, and had 4 touchdowns, averaging 12.6 yards per catch. And obviously that brought the attention on, his skills on special teams, returning kicks. He's absolutely phenomenal. They're one of the best in the country at returning kicks. But back to Coach Leach, I actually think, and it's no disrespect, but I think Coach Leach's offense, and I think Tulu should have been targeted more in that system. I think he was downgrading Tulu as far as he wasn't getting a lot of looks. I mean, he had 40 catches. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. 500 yards, almost half of 1,000 yards. So that's nothing to sneeze at either. But the guys who are getting those catches, I think, the majority, the bulk of the workload at the receiver position, I think Tulu would have been better served with more of those catches because he's so explosive with the football. You know what I'm saying? And so, I think that's just my opinion. I don't know. I think that Coach Leach kind of didn't use him in the way that I think, he should have been used. Now, what the new coach is going to do, how he's going to incorporate Tulu in that system. Tulu, he's coming up. He's senior this year. I think he's the best receiver on that team. I think he's one of the best players, one of the best receivers, potentially in the country. I mean, I think if he had the opportunities, I think that he could prove that. So obviously we know what he can do in the kicking game. My thing for opposing teams is just don't kick it to him. Don't kick it to him unless you want to, make a highlight reel, because that's what's going to happen if you kick him the ball. But I think Tulu, they got him as one of the they got him as SEC first team as a kick returner, punt return guy. I think that's fair. The expectations from me, I expect more than 40 catches. I expect around 60 catches. I expect 65 catches from Tulu, and I expect around 800 to nine, at least 800 to 900 yards for Tulu Griffin this season. I'm expecting him to double that production at touchdowns. I'm looking for at least 8 TDs from the air from Tulu. I think that Mississippi State should utilize him a little bit more in the red zone. And I know they got him outside last year. I don't know if he's moving down into the slot this year or something. I don't know. But I think he's more versatile than just running nines and comebacks on the outside. I think he's more versatile than that. So I think I want to see a little bit more of Tulu in the passing game. And that's just me. But the expectations for Tulu, for me, and I think for most of us here in the city, is high. Expectations from Mississippi State is high. I'm not going to make them the sleeper of the SEC. Obviously, we know it's Georgia and Alabama. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay, but the sleeper team in the SEC, I'm not going to say that it's going to be Mississippi State. I'm not going to say that. I have somebody else that I think may be that sleeper. But I think Mississippi State will be a formidable opponent. They will be, a tough team to beat in the SEC this season. Now, what Tulu's role in that will be, I think he should be the number one option there on the offensive side. So, but that remains to be seen. We will see moving forward. So, that's my thoughts. That's my predictions. That's what I think about Tulu Griffin and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. I think he's their number one option. I think he's the best receiver on that team. I think they should look for him more in the red zone because of his explosiveness. And like I said, people here in Philadelphia, we've seen him. We've seen Tulu from youth football on up through to where he is right now. And we know the big play capability that he has. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I'm sitting there in the stadium in Philadelphia. We're on the 30. I'm on the 30-yard line. I think we had a ball maybe at like 40 yard line or something like that, going into the end zone there. Short field. And Tulu gets the ball. It was a sweep, some kind of sweep play. He's coming to the near side of the field, where we were sitting on our side of the stadium. He gets the ball on a sweep. I think they had him in the backfield, or he may have been in quarterback. It might have been a quarterback sweep. But anyway, he turned that corner, bro. And I'm telling you, man, this boy was moving so fast. I thought the ground was moving. You know what I'm saying? So that just gives you, I mean, it looked like the ground was moving beneath his feet. That just gives you, you know what I'm saying, I gave me an idea of how, you know, powerful he ran the ball, and it was basically how hungry he wanted, you know what I'm saying, to get to that sideline and turn that ball up the field. So yeah, he is explosive, and I think he should be the number one guy there in their offense. Now, I haven't seen him. I haven't seen the spring. I haven't, you know, been in their practices or anything, so I don't know actually what that depth should be there at receiver. But from what I saw last year, I thought he could have been the number one guy last year. So that's just my take on that, man. Let me know what you think, man. Don't forget, man, like, subscribe to my channel, share the video, you know what I'm saying, comment, and let me know what you think about, you know, your predictions for Tulu and his production this season and Mississippi State Bulldogs. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. This has been Triple Beam, another episode of Welcome to the Crib. Until next time, y'all, I'm out. Peace.
That's a motherfucking no. It's just another episode. Get your popcorn ready. We let the chopper explode. Hold the trigger finger steady. We gon' handle our business. Handle our business. Get the fuck.